and they are seemingly not going to leave his side no matter what he does at this point, because they have made me and Kendrick Lamar just win like we have never seen before recently, and even with his new album, after 5, but he really just has no ground to stand on with this entire thing, because no matter how much he whines and how much of a victim role that he tries to play here, when you really look at this entire moment for what it represents, no matter how you want to put it, and ultimately, this is what Drake is going to have to face eventually. Drake didn't just agree to be in a rap.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Now, today's video, we got one and only fantastic hip-hop in why Drake is now suing over the Super Bowl. Man, Drake continues to go out sad and sad and sad every reaction we do on this man. I mean, like, what more can you do, bro? You're suing over the Super Bowl? For how? Nigga? Because you're outperformed? Bro. We haven't even started the video, bro. Let me chill. You feel me? Let me chill. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, and we're trying to hit it by the end of April. You feel me? We already hit our 200 subscriber goal by the end of February, so shout out to all y'all. You know, I say it in every video, but I gotta shout y'all out in every video and let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. Who knows, we can grow this channel. Maybe we can probably grow it faster than April 400, you feel me, subscribers. But hey, who knows? It's the power of y'all. Let's see where we can take this channel in 2025. Smash that subscribe button if you're new here, you feel me, and turn on your post notifications so you get notified when we drop these bangers. That being said, let's see what fantastic hip hop has to say in why Drake is suing over the Super Bowl. Let's get it.
Further indication that Drake's album failed and that he is in absolute shambles right now over this, right as his latest record has flopped on the charts. As everyone is noticing Drake's clear and obvious decline in the entire music industry, and hip-hop is celebrating everything Kendrick Lamar is accomplishing, Drake has done what he does best at this point, which is just run away from the studio and trying to make any sort of genuinely good music, and has went back to his team to find new ways to lose everybody's respect, because even after pretending to get back to the music with this new album, after that clearly hasn't worked. Drake is pushing his lawsuit even further than we have ever seen before, and with everything that has just happened from Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show to the flop of his new record, the OVO rapper is making this entire case and what he is trying to prove even messier than it already was. And really, with what Drake is now going after specifically, I don't even know how he can even call himself a rapper anymore. But now, before we go any further into just how much of a disaster this all is for Drake, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And
like,
so
comment,
now
subscribe.
When it comes to
Come on
Drake,
now.
I can't believe
Trying
that
to hit
as a
that phone,
rapper
honey.
or artist on any level possible, that you could go to the measures that he is, all to validate his own delusions, and just never even try to accept the reality of what has actually happened in his career. Because as Drake and his team are now pushing this suit even further than ever and are trying to make things a lot more complicated, which we are going to get into what they have done shortly. Overall, Drake is raising his status as a master manipulator to an even greater level than we have ever seen, because from the fact that Drake is trying to tell his fans that he is getting back to the music when behind the scenes he is trying to diminish the integrity of hip-hop culture as a whole, to the fact that now after seeing this album release and despite whatever else you want to say...
Hold on. I let the video play almost 2 minutes in when I give my opinion, but now, nigga, it's time. You feel me? This is my 8th video saying this now, bro. You niggas are probably laughing now. You feel me? I don't know how many times I gotta say this shit. Drake, take a break. You feel me? Nigga, wrap it up. Stop it. Bro, if this nigga, Fantastic Hip Hop, says you're truly suing the Super Bowl, I really want to know for what. I really do, bro. You see that? My voice was cutting down and shit. I can't help that sometimes. You feel me? I really do want to know why you're suing them. Because Kendrick performed, not you. It had nothing to do with Drake. So if you're going to sue like, oh, they didn't invite me to the Super Bowl, I'm going to lose my shit. You feel me? I'm going to lose my shit. You feel me? Real shit.
No matter how you want to interpret the numbers, it had
and for all you Drake fans, if he's suing over that, you're going outside with it.
It was featured all over everything.
Saying.
With things like this, despite the clear logic and facts of what is going on, Drake is now committed to something that is even worse than we could have ever imagined.
If a man really hated...
Alright, we are back. The camera overheated. It is actually currently the next day You feel me? Your boy ended up charging the camera and had to do some other shit. So we're back into it, man. Let's get it.
Because beyond just doing about anything to get his way,
Let's get it.
Drake has now committed to straight up lying and twisting the truth, all to make sure that his fan base, at the very least, stays behind him with everything he does and doesn't just continue to support him, but also gets mad at everybody else more and more in his name, as Drake is now doing everything he possibly can to fuel any narrative that will make him look like more of a victim, and is really just making them bigger than we have ever seen any other artist ever try to. And of course, we are seeing this.
And hold on, I'm gonna pause real fast because I just replied to some comments. We've been getting a lot of Drake haters and just haters in general coming on the channel. Now, I'm not saying all you guys are haters because a lot of you guys are showing mad love. You feel me? Because we're on the road to 400 subscribers. Thank you all y'all that be commenting down below saying y'all subscribe and, you know, putting down the goal milestone. Much love, much appreciated. Thank you. But to all you haters commenting on these videos, bro, like, oh, I had just literally replied to a comment and said, oh, you guys are prolonging a beef that happened a year ago. My nigga, Drake just dropped his album and the Super Bowl was like a couple weeks ago. So how the fuck is this a year ago when the Super Bowl just happened? You feel me? It just happened. What's going on? You feel me? Like, the Super Bowl was not that long ago, gang. Like, y'all need to relax. And all the Drake fans commenting and saying, oh, you can listen to Kendrick's songs, but don't act like you don't listen to Drake. My nigga, I never said I didn't listen to Drake. I told y'all I listen to Drake. Over My Dead Body by Drake, one of my favorite songs. You feel me? So, once again, to all you haters, kiss my ass. You feel me? Or click off the video and go find somebody else to watch. You feel me? It's not hard. It's not hard. It takes 2 clicks or 1 swipe, my nigga. Come on now.
Most prominently right now with all of the stuff Drake is trying to say and push about how he is being
just had to say that because there's been a lot of haters over here
recently. Trying to actively ruin his career.
Calm down,
and of course, with
gang.
this, when you were not getting your information from people like him and act, it's so clearly not true. Considering the point we are at, of course, since people actually believe what Drake and the guys who do everything to support him have to say, we are now at a point where people on Drake's side of things are so willing to do just anything to help him get a win. And they are seemingly not going to leave his side no matter what he does at this point because they have made that very clear. That these fans are willing to and are already disrespecting.
And my last time pausing, hold on. I'm going to say it just like this too, bro. If roles were reversed and Drake was winning and Kendrick was doing what Drake is doing at the moment, which is fucking being a sore loser, suing people, suing fucking labels, what is that shit called? I was gonna say Shopify, Spotify. You feel me? If Kendrick was doing that, guess what we would be reacting to, gang? Kendrick videos. But we're not. Drake is the one being a sore loser doing this shit. So we're reacting to his videos. Gang, relax. You feel me? If roles were switched, we would still be doing the same shit. You feel me? Come on now. It's YouTube. It's reaction videos. Of the art form, all
because it helps Drake. And even more ridiculous than this, they're trying to spread this narrative that Kendrick Lamar is this industry plan and that everything he is getting is all fake and built on lies, which is all just so ridiculous. And while we all realize that Drake is just on the wrong side of everything here, and there is no way around that at this point. All of this brings us to the latest installment of what Drake is trying to do with this suit, which seemingly after seeing Kendrick Lamar just win like we have never seen before recently, and even with his new album, after following up everything that happened with Kendrick, of course SSS for You just did not bring Drake back to the same level that he used to be on. Because of all of this, now Drake is doing what he thinks is the last option he has to try and prove that his career is not over and that all of these losses he has been taking are not as bad as we have all seen. As this time around, what Drake and his team are doing is once again whining and complaining with the same claims which are stating that Not Like Us and the support his label gave that record are ruining his career in ways that he never came back from. But making things different and adding to all of it, what Drake is now doing is calling out his label for trying to avoid moving further with all of this. And then is also trying to say that his label was under the impression that Drake was going to drop this entire suit before it even got this far, but that he surprised them by...
Hold on. So, Drake, you and your team are saying that your label knew you were going to sue them before you even sued them? So they started botching your numbers ahead of time? Gang, it could be true. But my nigga, since when do we know the future? You feel me? Yeah, I know somebody on this team could have backdoored him. But my nigga, come on now. How you've been making them so much money? Drake, you've been on for years, my nigga. Since before I was born. You feel me? Nigga. Come on, gang. This is not the route to go. I've been trying to tell y'all, Drake, this is my 12th video, I think. Drake needs to take a break, gang. This shit is just getting worse and worse and worse. This is crazy. There's no way Drake is about to try to redo this suit saying that they knew beforehand. You try to sue them about them not boosting your numbers and boosting Kendrick's over you. You feel me? That didn't work. So now you're going to say, oh, you guys already knew I was going to sue you beforehand. So I surprised you and sued you earlier. And you guys still botched
all
my
of this,
number.
and this has been another reason why this entire process he is in is taking longer than
y'all can let me know down below in the comments.
And what's more significant than these claims about the back and forth, about the timeline of this all between Drake and everyone he wants to take down since he lost this rap beef, is that he is trying to tie all of these things together by ultimately saying that whatever delays in time there were, it was intentional on his label's end, and this is all because of no other event than the Super Bowl. And while Drake is claiming that his label made Kendrick play the Super Bowl to ruin his image...
Hold on. It says, indeed, at the same time UMG has been delaying here. UMG launched new campaigns to further spread the content, including at the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show, which and over 133.5 million viewers. All right.
Drake is trying to use this to say that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance strengthens his case overall because they are trying to claim that the label had to give permission to the NFL to have Kendrick play this record at such an important event where over 130 million people were tuned in the first place. And bringing things even further, Drake's team is saying that because Kendrick played this song and with the way he did it, overall they believe that with the lyrics and messaging of the show, that the secret goals that Drake's label had are starting to finally reveal themselves, and with that they can see the true intentions of what this track was always meant to be, which in their eyes, of course, was all this pre-planned out way to end Drake's career. And I mean, with Drake now trying to escalate this entire situation by making drama about the timing of it all, and then bringing in what went down at the Super Bowl and the viewership that that event got, with him now bringing in what is already one of the biggest moments in hip-hop that we have ever seen into these ridiculous set of claims that he is making, which is all over losing a rap beef.
Yeah.
I mean, well, nothing is off the table for Drake, and I did say in the past that Drake was definitely waiting for this moment to happen so that he can try to just play the victim role.
I mean, I don't think he was waiting for this moment to happen because, honestly, it's Drake, bro. I think Drake wanted to dissing Kendrick thinking he was going to win. I mean, you would too. If you're going to go into a beef, you're going to think you're going to win the beef. You feel me? Like, come on now. You're not going to go in a beef thinking you're going to lose. Who the fuck does that shit? You feel me? So, it's not that I don't think he went in here thinking he's going to lose. But I think he lost, and it just, like, triggered something in Drake to where he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm suing everybody. You feel me? Whoever don't fuck with me, I'm suing your ass. I'm doing whatever I can do to sue you. You feel me? That's just what it feels like he's doing right now. And then, not only that, Kendrick won 5 Grammys for one song, and it was his diss song to Drake. Now imagine your op watching you win those Grammys. And then after that, the Super Bowl invites you, nigga, to perform your diss song on live television. Gang, you're gonna be pissed off too. You feel me? Like, come on now. You would be mad too. Like, y'all let me know. If y'all was Drake in this situation, bro, what would you do? If I was Drake in this situation, my nigga, I would have been went ghost. As soon as I lost that rap beef, I would have went ghost, nigga. Ghost, I would have just flew around the world, took my time, and every time I landed somewhere around the world, I would have been writing music. You feel me? Just writing music. Taking my break. Nigga, for a couple months or the end of the year, and then I would have popped out again. You feel me? But doing this is crazy. He's just destroying his name over time, bro. Now, I'm not saying people are not going to listen to the nigga. I still listen to the nigga. You feel me? But just how people think of you and look at you is just going to be like, damn, this nigga's corny, bro. Like, you're a sore-ass loser. You feel me? That's how niggas look at you now. Instead of, hey, Drake, like, hey, you know, you try, nigga, but he got your ass. You feel me? He got your ass. Instead of doing that, niggas look at you as a sore loser. You feel me? Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. That's just my personal opinion.
Still, seeing him really go through with all of this and using this to go after his label and Not Like Us is just so pathetic. And there is no way around that, because while Drake is trying to claim that the message and specifically lyrics of this song have ruined him, it doesn't matter what has happened to his image because he lost a rap beef, but he really just has no ground to stand on with this entire thing, because no matter how much he whines and how much of a victim role that he tries to play here, when you really look at this entire moment for what it represents, no matter how you want to put it, and ultimately, this is what Drake is going to have to face eventually. Drake didn't just agree to be in a rap beef where he knew the full-on consequences of being in one, and of course in the past he had no issue with how these songs have affected other rappers' images when he was on the other side of things. But also, Drake of course also said just as bad things about Kendrick Lamar as Kendrick did to him, which once again just highlights how Drake only cares about the effects of this when...
Which he also did. Now don't forget that Drake also was throwing low blows. Oh my god, I can't talk this morning. Low blows at Kendrick Lamar. Don't forget that. Niggas seem to forget what Drake was doing in his rap beef and his songs just because Kendrick won the beef. You feel me? Don't forget what Drake was saying. The nigga was also saying some crazy shit too.
And now, even worst of all for Drake, and this really just shows that this guy does not think anything through.
As an architectural designer who produces drawings and 3D models in SketchUp every day.
Bruh.
On the new album he just released, SSS for You, Drake is still dissing other people, whether that's Joe Budden or Kendrick Lamar himself here. And really, when you put that into perspective and see that Drake is still doing the same thing that he has filed all of these papers over in the first place. Drake is still doing that same thing that his label has made clear that he has been trying to get away with on every single one of his albums over and over again, and of course sneak dissing other people. And with the fact that Drake is still doing this here, and he really didn't even try to hide it this much because everybody knew who he was clearly talking about when he was rapping on this album, again, you just can't stand in the hip-hop world and try to act like the tough guy and then play the victim in these papers. And because of all of this, this is why for people like myself and people who just want to see hip-hop succeed with everything that has made it such an important and great art form intact over everything else, this is why we want to move on from the Drake era and why he is never going to be able to redeem his legacy or image in a lot of people's eyes, because never before in the lineage of this entire genre have we ever seen any rapper, albeit one who was once seen as somebody near the top of everything, try to actively ruin the very way rappers and artists can express themselves altogether. And I mean, because Drake has now gotten so bitter that he is going to try and ruin and change the context of not just this beef with Kendrick Lamar, but the moments now that have pushed hip-hop as a whole to higher levels than we have ever seen, which again, putting aside your own feelings, is allowing more people in hip-hop to win. I mean, as ridiculous and even comical as some of the stuff we see Drake do is, seeing him just go this far where he is now going to drag the Super Bowl and everything that happened there into this, it is beyond pathetic. And when you hear this same guy try to
dragging the Super Bowl is crazy. Like, what the fuck they do? They just... Like I'm saying, bro, if he's really trying to go after the Super Bowl now, it's crazy, bro. What the fuck did the Super Bowl do? All they did was find the most poppin' artist, most streaming artist right now on the planet and was like, hey, invite that nigga. You feel me? Because why? I would too, nigga. I run the Super Bowl. You're the most popular artist right now. You're going to bring more eyes to my platform. So why the fuck wouldn't I? You think I'm about to invite you, Drake? No, nigga, your numbers are going down while his is skyrocketing up. It's only right. It only makes more money for me. It only gets more people on my platform. Nigga, all the numbers are green on my side. You feel me? I'm looking at it as a fucking, what are we calling this? A corporate standpoint. You feel me? Like, come on now, they're getting the bag.
Still on top,
You
and
feel
then
me?
he's
They're not worried
unfazed from
about
everything
Drake.
that happened on
now,
a track
chill
like
out.
SSS for You.
Not
and
everything
giving
is
it a
about
hug, or we're
Drake.
still seeing him walking
Come on.
around on his
Drake,
floor like
that's
nothing
all I
has
feel
ever
right now,
happened,
like,
and
come
that he
on.
actually won this beef. You just can't do all that and then make the weakest moves we have seen in hip-hop history. Drake has got to pick a side at the very least. But of course, while I say all of this, he is just not going to
He's
ever
making
do this,
some
and his
weak-ass
fans are
moves,
allowing
bro.
this
I've never
to
seen
happen.
Drake
So
like
now
this.
going
This is
forward,
crazy.
as we are only going to see Drake drag all of this out more and more, while at the same time he tries to make some sort of a comeback in the rap game as well, just get ready for him to continue to separate from the rest of hip-hop culture, but in the process, as Drake ruins everything he ever stood for in rap, we are just going to see something in hip-hop emerge more like we have never seen. Because as we talked about earlier, Drake is actively
Fantastic
just pushing
hip-hop
his fans
hates
and
Drake,
anyone
though,
who even
bro.
believes him
I'm
alone
trying
to
to tell
accept the
y'all,
ideas
he
that he is
hates
being
Drake.
suppressed and stopped by the industry because they don't want to see him win. And overall, as Drake is really starting to spread these narratives to new levels, and really with this new album, it is just giving people more fuel to believe that this is actually what's going on, because with the record flopping, and of course Drake not accepting the record's failure and putting it onto everybody else, overall Drake is just taking this entire rap beef to places that nobody could have ever predicted. And because we are now headed further than we have ever been, everything around this situation and how rappers can express themselves is gonna get a lot more strange from here on out. And so now with all of this said, let me know, what do you think about Drake following
That's
up
what I'm
this
saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Rap's gonna be crazy. 2025 rap is going to be crazy. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this down below in the comments. If Drake is really going out to sue the Super Bowl as well, and to double back to sue his label and Kendrick's label. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how you feel, man. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Let's hit that goal before the end of April. And I'll catch y'all. Much love. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.